everybody over to the Emacs Discord before the show starts. All right. Getting that.
Solly, would you like me to link them YouTube videos to?
What's that?
Would you like me to link the YouTube videos I sent you almost?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
We're hot mic'd. They're picking us up on the channel.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry about the audio confusion. Yamez here with Alway Metal Forge. You guys were hearing the Discord server, which is we've got Shamrock Forge and Black Collar Ironworks in the house. Give me one moment. I just had a sinus attack, so I'm all red-faced and bright-eyed. Excuse me. Good morning. Coffee is working. I am, I've linked the Discord link. I've pasted the Discord link into the chat so that anybody who wants to pop up and go to the YouTube community chat, Alway Metal Forge, can post some pictures in here where you see the words. Links to the video here. Anyway, morning old school. He just jumped in for a thumbs up and a hey. Solbert in the chat. Allison P. Hi. Cheryl Spano. Lonis. How you doing? Mick Chu. NVS Forge. What's up? Hey Robert. Shane. Bruh, it's Aiden. Hello. Bryson Alden, Robert Whitney, how you doing? Henry St. Street Forge, what's going on in your neck of the woods, brother? Daniel Kagarize or Kagarise? Please tell me. James Jones, how's it going over there, brother? And to all the lurkers out there, watching but not chatting, what up? Smoosh that like button and... Yeah, sinus headaches. I don't know if it's showing on camera, but I am just, the blood just rushed up to my head from a sinus attack. Keg of rice. Okay. Gotcha, brother. And it was like, oh no, now I'm going to look all weird during the stream. But whatever. I've got a topic today. I'm going to let some people pop in. Alright, so before we get into the topic, how's everybody doing? Yeah, the pressure will go down, Robert, don't worry. It was just a real quick thing. Hey, Paul. Jeff Woodrings, J-Dubs, joined the chat. How you doing, brother? Talk to me, Goose. He's gonna go, hi. Hey.
Sorry, pal.
What's up, Bill?
This is where it be.
Yep. Maybe I should drink a bottle of hot sauce to even out. Kind of cool down my head. So, Michael Robertson, how you doing? Me and Sully and Black Collar were chit-chatting a little bit before the show. And today's topic, we're going to kind of, discuss, community and representation, I suppose, would be a good way to mark the topic as a general idea. We all know that Bladesmiths have their representation through Forged in Fire. That's well and good, has gotten a lot of people into blacksmithing. However, it has gotten a lot of people into one small niche of blacksmithing, which is the bladesmithing. There you go, yeah. We've got ranks. Oh, thank you. We have got a rank bot, which the more you chat and the more you help out throughout the Discord here, you get ranked. So fun stuff.
And I just want to point out, and eventually, if you get ranked good enough, you can get verified just like that.
Yeah, but you can't say that when you're number 20 in level 1, dude.
I know, right? But it carries over from other,
Yeah. How you doing, Bloobs? John Burnell, how you doing? But yeah, so be active in the throughout the Forge chat community and get your ranks up. If you are active in the Forge chat community, go ahead and let's see what ranks you guys are at. Type in ! rank, one word, and it'll let us know where you're at. Hey, Tech. Anyway, the Bladesmiths have, as I was saying, the Bladesmiths have Forged in Fire. I would like to kind of discuss what people in the blacksmithing community would like to see as far as blacksmithing geared entertainment television. It doesn't necessarily need to be an educational thing because we have that on YouTube. But something along the lines of like one idea I had was along the lines of like a cross between Survivor and Forged in Fire, or like Junkyard Wars, where you're given it, you pair it up in groups and you're given a goal, and you have to forge things to add to a project to achieve that goal, and rewards being additional tools or additional steels to play with to make the next challenges easier, and I kind of want to shotgun ideas with you, see what you guys would like to see. Hey Curtis, hey Granddads, thanks bruh, it's Aiden. I'm just going to call you Aiden. $20 super chat in from Cheryl. Thanks for being you. Thanks for being you.
I had to wake up the army to clap.
Hold on. Nice clappy hands there for everybody. First Degree Forge, how you doing, brother?
Morning, Josh.
But yeah, morning, Josh. I need to make my way down to you one of these days. I need it. I got another tattoo that I need. But yeah. So if anyone is needing a welder, Harbor Freight has a MIG welder on sale for $200 from saving $480. Snagged one last night. Nice. That's a big debate because I got $200. Do I get another welder, or do I hold it and pay my bills? I should probably hold my money and pay my bills. Hold. Oh man, don't tell me these things. I would love to buy a new tool right now. Extremely busy lately now that you have a 9-month waiting list for my custom blades. Right, I heard you freaking nailed it on TikTok. What with you know, the marketing on there and everything. So congratulations, brother. Yeah, bills, definitely bills. But yeah, so anyway, definitely not Black Hawk.
That's a hard question there. Is it pay the bills or buy the dip?
Yeah, I mean the freaking on sale, 480 down to 200. That's definitely a good dip for the sale. Indeed, thank you. I'll hit 30K. Man, that's awesome. Props to you. Tell your followers about me. I need a hug from the community. You know, I do need to work on more videos. My counts are dropping, and if they drop too low, I won't be. I see a buffering wheel. It's probably just me, but if they drop too low, I won't be able to live stream. Sad face. I have thought about it, but I don't want to be. If I jump on TikTok, it's not going to be a blacksmithing show. It's going to be more of a, you know, outlet for me. Hot mic. Sorry. Did I just hot mic it? Hey, Adam. Hey, Wayne.
Were you talking about Chicago again?
Yeah, I was talking about Chicago again. Robert Lonis, you type in this. What do you need help with, Yamas, for your live stream? Oh, I don't necessarily need help with my live stream for, you know, I just need to start working on videos to keep my channel relevant and in the algorithms. You know, I stopped worrying about the YouTube algorithms because I've been so busy that it's just like, ugh. Anyway, is it buffering for you guys? Or is it just buffering for me because I'm using so much?
I'm good on my end over here
Okay.
as far as the video goes.
Okay, it just, I keep seeing a wheel. Alright. Okay. Alrighty, cool, thanks. Back to it though. What do you guys think about, you know, what do you guys want to see in a blacksmith show? You know, do you guys want to see it competition style? You know, like that, you know, like not a game show, but, you know, kind of like a you know, competition, set teams and give rewards and stuff like that? Or would you guys rather see, you know, some sort of like scripted drama or action or you know, like a TV show about a blacksmith? Or, you know, I personally think that, you know, that lighthearted, quick-paced, fun, you know, challenge show style entertainment would be more catchy rather than trying to write a compelling story that, you know, most people could take it or leave it. I want something to like really boost the blacksmithing community and get people to go get excited about blacksmithing as they do about knives, you know, bladesmithing. Singing and dancing frogs. Look at it this way, like marketing for the blacksmithing community. You know, what would you want to watch?
Blacksmithing gone wild. That's
Today we're shooting. We're shooting the video of the Quad Squad having their calendar shoot. You know, for the blacksmithing. You know, I'm October. Let me see.
Daniel. that's kind of the point, is not knives and swords. It's more like artistic stuff, like
Yeah.
doing scroll work or sconces, or say if it, like, I don't know. I mean, like if it was a group project or something like that, everybody's got to contribute some part of it, or you know.
You
I
know,
agree though, but not because knives and swords has got its place in Forged in Fire. So I mean, if you try to do that, you're just kind of
a couple thoughts that I had were along the lines of Junkyard Wars, where okay, we have this object, and your team's goal is to get this object into that box. Forge and fabricate an item to do that. And you're given literally a pile of steel, and you win tools to do the next challenge as you go. And or something along the lines of, okay, here is the item that you guys are going to make. I want at the end of the show, by the end of the show, I want a window grill that is, five, or a gate or something that is 5 foot, wide by 6 foot tall. And here are requirements. You must use traditional joinery. You must use scroll work. Everything else is up to you. I have like 2 requirements for the forging, per challenge, and then everything else is artistic representation, And you can have the swings in there where it's like, okay, a challenge. For this item, you cannot use electricity. It all has to be 100%. This, or for this challenge, you guys have one person on your team with his hand tied behind his back, or something like that. Just something like that like makes it a challenge. And the way I would see it is like you enter the competition with a team of people. You gather a group of friends to do it. And then at the end of the show, the winner is who stuck with the parameters, and judged by level of detail and quality of forging. I kind of think that would be freaking awesome to see. I would love to host that. Build your own forge out of the ground. Yeah, I mean, you could even have that. Build the most efficient forge. For an episode. Um, make
Or
a gate.
anvil drag.
Yeah, anvil. Yeah, have little side competitions throughout it. Like feats of strength. Drag this. And who can drag this anvil farthest?
yeah, but that's pretty much gonna rule out all the like 60-year-old blacksmiths will be like, oh, my back, I'm out.
Well, using clever leverage, maybe they have a technique to move their anvils that don't require them brute strength. Not everybody is Seth Woods, who can haul a 500-pound anvil a block and a half, on pure adrenaline alone. Hey, Ben.
Jeff, it's
Eric, good morning. What's up, Jared?
Mm-hmm.
And that's another point. You guys are talking about start from scratch and then build up to a quality thing. It could be either 2 different teams per episode, or each season is 2 different teams growing from. Your goal is to build a forge, and have a forge and blah 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 blah, and then the next the team who wins or gets points at the end is the person with the most efficient usable forge. And then the next episode is, okay, now make the tools that you need. Winner of the previous one gets a set of tongs that is pre-made and they don't have to make them, or things like that. Or episodic, where 2 teams build a project, and then the next episode is 2 teams build a different project, and then, so on and so forth. Brayley Blades, hey, what's up, man? To whom would you have to sell this concept to get TV time? Don't you worry about that. Hey, Randy.
I might have that covered.
Yeah, I don't you worry about that. Not. The topic came up in another chat that I'm in, and this is more idle speculation right now, but you know, right, Insanity, like John Switzer moving his. How far away from your mic are you, Sully? I hear him fine.
Yeah, about 6. I'm right here, 6 inches away. I mean, I'm staring right at my phone.
You guys going to? As far as I have no problem with that, Braley. But I have no say in any of that. my thing would be it'd be an international competition, bringing people from all over the globe in to see. This is like pipe dream stuff, guys. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, we're kind of trying to spitball a format.
And
as far as who can and can't, I mean, at the end of the day, that's beyond our control.
Where do I find my team? I have to travel 200 miles to find another Smith. Man, I would love to have you on my team.
I know that's right.
I would love to have you on my team, brother, and something like that. I don't know how it would be. I in my head I imagine the channel or whatever that would be airing us would hey, we choose you to be on the show. Do you have a set team people? And fly everybody over to the location, film, and then party, and then send everybody home. Winner gets a power hammer or whatever.
Well, there you go, Rob. Like a chain making competition, like a race, huh?
Yeah. Like just a general blacksmithing competition show.
Morning, Tim. By the way.
Yes, absolutely. Good morning, Tim.
Morning, Tim.
Yeah. Team challenges would create a very different dynamic. I know Forge and Fire picks folks off the bladesmithing for beginners Facebook group all the time. Right. My thing is I would like to see more people excited about getting into blacksmithing for the blacksmithing. And you guys know me, I have nothing at all against bladesmithing. Nothing at all against it. It is an awesome art, and it takes an incredible amount of skill. But
and I'd like to agree. I mean, that team challenge or whatever I think would make for an interesting dynamic. I mean,
yeah.
Like I remember back in the day, like Yama has brought up Junkyard Wars earlier. I mean, I remember that, and that team dynamic is really what made that show interesting to me. Is because everybody had to agree on a plan moving forward to accomplish the goal, and then they divide up all the work, and this person does that, this person does that, and then at the end it all they each combine their parts together. I mean, and I think that would be really interesting from a blacksmithing point of view.
Yeah. I would probably not reference or pull from the Blacksmithing for Beginners group. I don't know. I mean, it's just all right now, this is kind of shotgunning, pipe dream stuff. Me and Sully were chatting about, wouldn't it be nice, blah, 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 hashtag demonetized. But,
honestly, John, the blacksmith and the beach house partying like geriatric rock stars, we do that from time to time.
Yeah, we do that anyway. It's just not at a beach house because nobody wants to come over here.
Making scrolls out of knives.
Right. Here we have a stack of knives. Make a bunch of scrolls. Make a gate out of all these knives. Or make a sculpture out of all these swords and blades. Here's a door latch I finished a few days ago. I need to...
Hey, that's a good idea, NVS Forge. Yeah, like the little side challenges for winning extra tools.
Yeah.
You start, what if you start out with like one simple cross peen hammer and one pair of tongs, and then side challenges get you better, a choice of something better maybe.
Yeah, that looks really cool. That latch, Eric. Yeah, and
Oh yeah.
Daniel, I went ahead and turned you, changed you to changed your role in the chat so you can post things now. For those of you who aren't in there, all I have to do is find you and change your role. However, I
Morning,
did.
Rob.
Dragonstone, I recognize you. Fiery. Yeah. Going through it. Our Discord's growing pretty good. We've got over 100 people on the Discord. Which is kind of neat for something we don't advertise but once a week. So there should be 100 people in this chat.
Right?
Yeah. Let me see. Yes, and happy Memorial Day. Very good point. Somebody said it. Yeah, happy Memorial Day, everybody. The side challenges to win tools. That's a good point. Like during the challenge, if you achieve a certain achievement. Yeah, I'll say it like that. Sure. If you achieve a certain achievement, you'd be like, oh, lightning round. You just did a scroll in one heat. You can choose a tool off the table. And to help give your team a boost. That'd be kind of neat. I should be writing all this down.
You're right. You're gonna have to go back and rewatch the stream and take notes.
Right. Or just copy the stream link and send it. But since you were in the neighborhood last evening, I had to lock everything up. Right? John Cat, how you doing, man? Did I say hi to you yet? Big Dog's in the stream too. You may have push to talk turned on because you are currently muted for some reason. Role assignments are automatic. You have to read and agree to the rules. I apologize, Rob. I apologize. I don't know if you're in the... Alright.
Morning, Hans.
Alright. Hey, I just advanced to level 2. Cool. Hey, Hans, how you doing, man? Had a blast at your house. Fun stuff. I can assign them, but I shouldn't need to. Alright, good to know. I just don't want to piss you off, Rob. I love you too much. You're my big hairy Hagrid. Oh, I'll give you a hug. You smell like a rock star. Oh, Curtis. Punch a hole in the first peg, no mastering. Win a tap masher. Huh? Yes. Punch a hole to fit a peg. Yes. All I said was Happy Memorial Day. Yes, as Bloob says, the rules don't apply to me. I can say whatever I want, whenever I want. Hey, Ben, everybody was wondering where you were last night. Everybody was like, oh my God, Ben Toombs isn't in the chat? Holy cow. Where you been? Talk to us, brother. We need Ben on the show. Like, Ben can
Right?
be...
Oh, God, he'd be a hoot.
You know how, you cut to, the announcer? Like, you have the hosts, and then you have the announcer. Ben could be the announcer. And just, but like standing off screen with a mic, randomly waving his hands in the face. Like, what is that? Oh, Ben, you need to come over here. I need to hang out with you. Your daughter's in the hospital. I am so sorry to hear that. Yes, hope everything is okay. What's the Discord group? Right there. I think. I hope. I think. Is it? Hopefully that's the right group. Who can draw out a bar the furthest in 10 minutes? Yeah, there you go. There you go. His name was Jose. I know exactly who you're talking about. We are the men in black. Camera has to.
I won't remember that.
If you ever meet Rob, he looks like this guy. You know, either personally to me, a cross between this guy and Hagrid. He's scary looking, but he's a big teddy bear. It was fun sitting around the campfire with him, and he's sitting there in his poncho, just chill. Orderly. Back to the topic. Ben, big hugs, man. You know, you know that the community's got your back. We wish you and your daughter the best. You know. I do like the idea of the main challenge being a collaborative forged sculpture or project. Yeah, forged sculpture. Yeah, absolutely. You know, and the thing is, it's like you can it's almost, I don't want to say unlimited, but it is almost unlimited on what you can come up with for different episodes. You can have, you know, okay, this gates, window grills, standing sculptures, hanging sculptures, all right, abstract in this theme. We're doing movie, we're doing animals, we're doing, you know, this, that, the other thing. So it's like you have just an unlimited pool of creativity, you know. And if the show ever happens, and if the show ever gets big, you know, you can have, like, you know, their Twitter page or whatever be like a suggestion box. It's like, hey, we want to see somebody forge a team forge sharks, you know, like, just random word off the top of my head, you know.
There you go, Hans.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of which, if anybody wants to help Hans out, learn to forge a feather, learn to forge aluminum, combine those two skills, and send them over to Hans.
I don't know.
I might see what I can do for you, Hansy Pants. Aluminium feather. What's the whole concept of the competition?
There's your answer right there, Hans. How do you forge aluminum and aluminum feather?
Morning, Steve. How's things going, man? An escape room style thing. Forge a door latch to get out of the room. You know, or ooh, the blacksmith's corridor. Check this out. Okay, so it's a long corridor with doors every 10 feet. Okay, and there's a forge in the wall in each side of the thing. Blah 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 blah. You know, there's a little mini blacksmith shop, and each door has a keyway hole that you need to forge a key that fits it. You're given a diagram of what it is, not necessarily like an actual key, but you need to forge a specific thing, and they get progressively harder. You know, first one you just need to do a square triangle or square taper, stick it in there, and it opens the door. Second one, maybe a mortise and tenon, stick it in there. You know, a tenon, stick it in there. You know, third one needs to be I don't know, but you get the idea. You know, and whoever can get the farthest wins. You know, like that would be wild.
It would be like instead of American Ninja Warrior, be American or International Blacksmith Warrior. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. You know, and if you're in the room too long,
I was kind of looking at the race scenario thing and comparison, whatever.
If you're in the room too long, something happens. Like the floor starts to drop out behind you. Oh no! And then you fall into a pool. Ah!
Oh yeah, I did like that one. That one, Rob. That was pretty good.
Favorite Forge and Fire episode was watching all the bladesmiths having to forge a key and them standing around scratching their heads. You know what? I'll have to find that episode and watch it. The professional is here now. Got to run. Oh, Hans. But yeah.
Blacksmith challenge. There you go.
I think there is enough ideas to pool to either make a killer show, to make like a an elevator pitch of several different ideas, and or combine them all into one show, like I'm an ideas guy. I'm not a schedule guy. I can't be like, all right, here's what it's gonna be. I can be like, here's what it could be. Am I not a certified smith since I've never seen an episode of Forged in Fire? Unfortunately, you're not. But yeah, I mean, I just, it's like, in addition to promoting the world of blacksmithing and the blacksmithing community, I really, really think that it would kind of showcase, because kind of like what you see in Forged in Fire, how these people who are competing for $10,000 will stop and help each other out. I think it will really show the camaraderie and the togetherness of the blacksmithing community that we're all about, that this channel is all about. And it's always nice to see a competition show where the teams aren't screaming and yelling at each other,
And we could have clap buttons.
Yeah, I don't know if it would be a live show. If I could set up a live show, that would be really cool. Where if I were running the show and I was doing it live broadcast, I would have it interactive where you could sit there and text a number to have something, have like a thing pop up on the screen, Because I'm all about
it. Realistically, with a live show, the amount of time required, you're just not going to be able to get much done in 27 or 43 minutes.
So that would just be a 24-hour live stream.
Yeah.
You'd have to start up a whole new TV channel, It's like
Exactly.
Blacksmithing TV. Wasn't it John Brunell or somebody was talking about BS TV? We lost Tim. BTV. Yeah. uh,
Hmm.
Pure nickel. Oh, man. Let me see. Realistically, though, I would see this thing being on a streaming service. You know, not so much not so much on broadcast TV. I could see this thing being on something like, you know, Hulu, Netflix, or, you know, what have you, because, you know, it's just it's an easily accessible format.
That's what is that new show? Yep, know what you're talking about.
I don't. I have no clue what I'm talking about.
Build off or something like that.
I'd have to look in. I don't have Netflix anymore. I have to pick and choose. I don't have time to watch stuff, you know. So, you know, I canceled my Netflix, and the only reason I keep my Amazon Prime is because if I do need something, that 2-day delivery is nice. Even though they got rid of 2-day delivery, but like I was using it to watch movies, and now they switched over. You got Amazon Prime, which you pay for, and then there's Amazon Premium Prime, which is you pay additional for to get the same movies that they used to offer on Amazon Prime. It's. I'm really thinking of canceling my Amazon subscription. You know. Tim Rollin to be one of the judges.
Assembly required. There we go. Yeah, thank you.
What's a good catchy name if we were to do a Blacksmith TV show? What would you guys like see and be like, that's going to be awesome?
Metallurgy.
Metallurgy?
Yeah, I got urges to beat hot metal. That's what it is, right? Metallurgy.
Metallurgy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, a name is kind of a. Ooh. Ben Abbott, huh?
I'm a host. All I want to do is host a nationally syndicated television show. Is that too much to ask? BSTV could cover a couple things for sure. Welcome back, Big Dog.
Howdy.
If you are wondering, having trouble connecting to voice, you may have your push to talk activated, which mutes you when you're not pushing a button. If you go into your settings, you can find a way to deactivate that and just talk. Yes, in the Discord chat, Rob brought up just an FYI, ranking system doesn't offer anything. It's just a fun way to promote participation. Yeah. So, there's that. Bacon TV, everyone.
Oh yeah, BSTV, Bacon Sandwich TV. Yeah.
Metal Wars. Steel Wars.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. I don't know. That's a hard one. That's gonna. I mean, at the end of the day, you pretty much don't have much creative control over that because it'll change 15 times before it goes to air if it ever happens.
Right.
You gotta call it something to start with.
Yeah. Project BSTV. Gotta go cut firewood. Do what you gotta do, John. But yeah. Yeah, we'll call the show Yamez Sucks. Yeah. See,
We already had one of those shows.
yeah, it's called Forging with Yamez. So much hate for me. You know? Exactly.
Coal Boogies and Burns Network.
I believe there is a show or a network called the Burn Network. I think it's a podcasting network.
Hey, you know, and they're in like what Hans just brought up. Made me think of something else. Is like if you were doing something like that. What do you call it? The team, this, that, and the other, like steps along the way or whatever. At certain points, you have to use a gas forge. At certain points, you have to use a solid fuel forge, and then maybe by the end, you get to just use whatever your preference is. Because like there are some people, like I mean, okay, so for in Forge and Fire, for instance, they throw a coal forge into the mix, and everybody is like, "Oh my God, what am I gonna do?" Uh, most of the time, every
Yeah.
now and then, you got one guy that's like, "Oh yeah, all I use is solid fuel. It's no big deal." But so I mean, but in general blacksmithing, I mean, maybe it's I don't know. Is everybody just comfortable with using both, or would it be the same way? I don't know.
That would be that would be I think you have more chance, and this is pure speculation, you have more of a chance of general blacksmiths would be more apt to understand a solid fuel forge than a general bladesmith. Not saying bladesmiths don't know how to use coal forges, not saying all blacksmiths, all blacksmiths know how to use a coal forge, but, because there are some things in the blacksmith world, non-knife world, that, you kind of require, the ability to have multiple fuel sources, multiple heat sources, be it a propane oxyacetylene or oxypropane torch, to a coal forge or coal fire, to a propane forge for production work, yeah, I think a lot more blacksmiths in general are more proficient with multiple heat sources. You know, let's see. Sorry to hear your eyes are going. But yeah, neat stuff. Definitely Metal Mayhem. I do like that. That has a nice ring to it.
Yeah, that's not bad.
There's a reason why in comic books the main characters' names are all like, Peter Parker, Bruce Banner, stuff like that. They're simple names to remember. Yams, will you
Hot
extinguish?
Metal Panic.
Will you extinguish the loser's forge super dramatically like Survivor? That would be fun.
Time to put your forge to sleep.
Time to put your forge out. Good night, fire.
I'm sorry,
Dump
Yamez.
bucket.
It's time to rake out your fire.
Time to rake out your fire. And then, cut to a close up and dun 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 dun, and it's like a pull. Alloy Outlaws. There you go. A bit like Carnage Creations. Exactly, Paul. Build a massive propane forge. Yeah, take one of those 500-gallon freaking propane tanks, cut it out, and use 3-inch KO wool, surround it, and then just have a big swinging door and a bunch of shelves. Just be like, all right, I got this piece. Get some of them big, heavy gloves and be like, I'll do a scroll. Just grab it. And go, scrolled. Just a yellow stream from off screen. Oh man, that's fun. Yeah. You know, Ben forged a hammer that was bigger than him. It was 3 pounds. A communal forge for the show. With, considering a team size of probably, call it 5, that'd be 10 blacksmiths, you know, jamming all their, you know, stuff into the forge. That'd be kind of rough.
Yeah, I mean, time constraints notwithstanding, and I could understand like each team having their own forge, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I envision a setup like Junkyard Wars where you're in a steel yard or something. You know, a steel yard for the stage, and you have one team on one side, one team on the other side, and then like center of camera, you have the build platforms of where you put your, you know, where you work on your stuff, you know, and so on and so forth like that. No asparagus, pre-extinguished yams. You can't stop me. I loves asparagus. I'm working on growing. I have to at least outdo Sully. Oh, you're close. Ho 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 ho. We have fun here. We have fun. Good morning, Boar. How you doing, brother? But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of a, it's just kind of like a man, it would be cool, and you know what, if ever we're gonna go through with the idea, you know, we'll see what we have to do to go through the proper channels, and you know, just kind of wanted to run it by you guys to see what y'all thought, see if y'all had any, you know, shotgun ideas. You know, it's like, because if I ever do follow up on this, you know, I'd kind of like to have community support. You know, I don't want to just do it and be like, oh, he's trying to capitalize off of, you know, the community.
Support him, Gore.
You know. I've missed a hammer, hot cut, hammer. No, it is a ball fuller, hot cut, and a rounding hammer. You made him use make a huge hammer for his first hammer. He didn't do bad there. That's pretty good. Here you go, Randy. One of the competitions, forge a tree. Get practicing. Oh no. Oh, he's back.
Oops.
Just finished forging at the museum. Nice. Nice. Hephaestus. It's Hephaestus for the rest of us. But yeah, you know, it's like, it has potential. I just have to find the time to follow through with it. Maybe fly to LA and have a sit and meet and greet with the bigwigs over in some production company. You know? Like, I'm in LA. I'm the ugliest person here. Wait, no. Steve Buscemi is still there. I'm just kidding.
Can I offer a word of advice?
Yes, I would love your advice.
Be careful. I have done a few reality TV shows, and on the viewer side of the screen, life is wonderful and cute and neat and fun. On the production side of the screen, an idea that you toss out, there's a reason that Brad Pitt's in the movies and I'm not. There's a reason that there's Will Willis, who is a host of Forged in Fire, and I'm not.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
You have to be really careful presenting your ideas because these people are all about money. And if you come up with something that's very tantalizing to them, they owe you nothing other than to take your idea and run with it.
I will be 100%.
So protect yourself at all costs.
I will be 100% honest as well. While I would love to be a host and a part of it, all said and done, I would love to just watch it. You know?
Actually, if something like this happened, I would love for the people in the blacksmithing community to be very involved.
Yeah.
Because when you get hosts who are not knowledgeable about the thing that they're hosting, it's a little bit irritating. They put out disinformation, and it's okay. I mean, Forged in Fire, they've got a host right now who doesn't know everything, and he asks the judges questions and things like that, which is fine, but it's very much a Hollywood production, and it's there to make money for the ad people.
Right.
So, and anything you're going to do on television is going to be that way. It's just when you present your idea, make sure that you've got something
in writing that it's your idea.
It's something that says when you walk into this, I'm going to hand these ideas over to you and get an agreement, even if it's just a verbal agreement that they're not going to just take it and run away from you and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because even a verbal agreement with a witness can hold up in that area. So
well, would this live stream count as proof that it was my proof of concept?
It probably would
proof
if you
of concept?
Yeah. Yeah.
I say mine, but our,
Well, no, it's something that you obviously came up with. You've been talking to someone about it, which is very exciting. And don't get detoured. Just be cautious and be mindful. All I'm offering.
To be fair and full disclosure and transparency, this rough idea, me and the rest of the Quad Squad have been talking about for a couple of years now. We chat.
I will tell you this. You're not the first group that has wanted to take a blacksmithing idea to primetime TV. There's been a couple of individuals that I've been involved with who have approached Discovery, History, even like local PBS, public broadcasting system channels. Mm-hmm. And the one thing that's been the theme through all of it, and this has happened a few times before that I've been on the outside fringes of and never wanted to get involved with it deeply. And I watched it transpire, and the big problem that they have with it is they compare it to cooking shows. Everybody eats food. Everybody's interested in cooking, whether you're an outdoor grill, indoor grill, stay-at-home mom, work-a-day family. There's something for everyone. Blacksmithing is a very narrow genre in the overall scheme of things. You're not going to get a lot of 18-year-old high school kids watching that. You're going to get them watching TikTok and the people that are dancing around to music. So it has to be a draw for a larger audience to make it look.
So Netflix.
Make it look viable as far as dollars go for the big network folks. Yeah. So come up with a niche. Yes. Something that looks exciting to a broad audience.
So Netflix, because they'll greenlight dang near anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of anybody approaching Netflix, but very possibly.
Even if it's just 1 or 2 seasons, mm-hmm. and then it gets, that it would just be neat to see.
A lot of folks start with like the national public broadcasting systems because they get dollars from different areas, and they're more open to down-to-earth, grassroots kind of homegrown ideas. Yeah. There's I can't think of the guy's name right now. His name is Eric Gorgeous, but he's on Create, as a matter of fact, and he travels the country, and it's called A Craftsman's Legacy, and he goes to all these different craftsmen. He's done blacksmiths a couple of times, motorcycle builders, and he just goes and visits and does their crafts with them for a day. totally produced by him and his wife. It was his idea, and they fully supported him. He's in like his third season now.
Yeah.
And it's just a simple homegrown kind of thing, but he has recently been approached by a larger network. So it's a foot in the door kind of thing. But yeah, I just wanted to put 2 cents in there. I've been slightly involved a little bit in the past, and I have done the reality TV thing myself, and they're definitely there to make money. And if they can grab your idea and run with it, they will. So just be careful. Just offering words of caution. Be mindful.
Of course.
But I love the idea,
every
and any support I can give you, I will do that.
every pipe dream idea, has to have one hand in the clouds and one foot in the ground.
Yes.
You have to be rooted and understand that, what, you can reach for the sky, but you gotta, still be standing on the ground and be realistic about it.
Yeah, if you spend all your time in the sky, eventually, when you do fall, it'll hurt.
Yeah.
If you're grounded and you understand, it won't.
Oh yeah, I know for a fact, that everything that I do could come to a crashing halt.
Yeah, I understand this isn't your first rodeo in production.
Yeah, behind the scenes stuff is brutal.
Yeah, if there's anything I can offer to help you as far as advice or whatever, I'm more than happy.
Absolutely.
And community support, I'm behind you 100%.
Absolutely. Maybe if I do go further with it, I might do something like a petition, to show anybody I talk to, hey, we do have a potential market here.
Yeah, we got at least 30 people that signed this.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Well, somebody just left, so 29. Somebody got bored with it and left, so 29.
I gotta go feed my dog, so now you got 28 now.
I gotta call it a day too. I've got to go wrap a hammer and ready for shipment, and I think handle another. I got stuff to do. I got to run to the job site and I got to put some putty on something I forgot because inspection is tomorrow, and I'll fail if I don't put it on. So.
Don't fail the inspection.
I know. Oh, especially over something stupid like that.
The inspectors hate coming back twice.
Yeah.
Like they hold it over your head or something. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and say good night, everybody. And, good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. And you guys all have a wonderful day. Get out to your shops, dream big, and be safe.
Keep up the dream, Yamez. We'll see you next time, buddy. Thanks.
Right on. All right.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks to everybody in the voice chat. Thanks to everybody in the Discord chat. And thanks to everybody in the live chat. Y'all are freaking awesome. All right. Off.